You're looking at the 167-pound weight class. This is Wayne Wilson from Section 11 in the blue, going up against Section 8's Steve Shippos. Two big wrestlers from 167. One's a senior, that's Wilson. Shippos is a junior.
Shippos undefeated for the season, 33-0, and Wilson is 30-1.
Talking about the football players and the football connection, both of these players are football players. Shippos is a quarterback and an inside linebacker. Wilson plays football and baseball besides wrestling. Wilson has a great book on him. He's got prospects in both baseball and wrestling. Lehigh, Slippery Rock, Oklahoma State, and Ithaca are looking at him for wrestling. And for baseball, Oklahoma State, Ithaca, Florida State, and Hofstra are looking at him. So he's got a couple of choices he can make. No score in the 167-pound weight division with 45 seconds to go in period number 1. Section 11 versus Section 8.
Another Long Island final here. Landed right on his head. I think you see as we get heavier now. We talk about strength and quickness. You'll probably see more throws with the heavier guys because they can get that momentum going, their weight going one way or the other. Nice takedown.
2 points for Wilson there, scoring the first points of the bout. That's the end of the period. Both wrestlers had to earn their way into the finals. Wilson with a 7-4, 5-4, and 6-4 decisions to get here in his 3 bouts. Shippos, on the other hand, had a 4-2 win, an 11-4 victory, and a pin in his bouts to get here.
He's got a 1-point escape. Nice sit out, and Wilson tried to snap him down, and Shippos kept on moving on him.
And we're at 2-1. Score 2 more points, so it's 4-1 now. Wayne Wilson, the man on top, as you look at him right there. He's also on top as far as the scoreboard goes, 4-1. And they're out of bounds.
I think the referee just said something to Wilson about, they gave him a little pop on the top over here at the end of the match. I think, it was just the referee tries to keep things under control. There's nothing illegal about it. He just doesn't want things to get out of hand.
And the referees for this bout, Jerry Wright and Fred Brown. How much of a factor does the assistant referee have in all this? Does he have much say?
He is more or less watching for, we talked about locking hands. A lot of times the official cannot, all of a sudden they turn the other way and he can't see it. You notice they always try to stay opposite each other so that they can watch. The referee is really in charge. He's the one that makes the calls. He might ask his opinion on something. If the assistant referee might, have some type of signal, say, hey, I think this guy is stalling or something else. But the referee makes all the decisions.
And that again would be Jerry Wright.
Wilson's got him on his back, a nice cradle move.
Nice 3 count.
He's trying to get those hips over and get a little momentum going.
Nice ground shot there. There you see the coaches for Steve Shippos. See the vantage point they have for this bout. Shippos is trying to
You notice the
stay on
official,
the bottom.
right? You notice the official did not signal the points, even though Shippos was still not on his back. Wilson didn't get the 3 points until he broke the cradle, and you have to break the pinning combination in order to get your points.
Nearing the end of the second period, and Wayne Wilson has a big 7-1 lead.
I think you also notice a lot of these heavier guys, you can be quite surprised at how agile they are, the way they move around.
So there is some quickness along with that.
Oh yeah, with that
muscle.
strength, there's that quickness and agility. And we talked earlier about football players and other sports. They help each other out. In order to be a good wrestler, body awareness and agility can be a key factor.
Final period of the 167-pound weight division. And it's 7-1. Steve Shippos is trailing Wayne Wilson.
Wayne Wilson's definitely in control here. He's on the bottom. He's ahead by 6 points. It's going to be difficult for Shippos to get that back.
Wilson, in one of his earlier tournaments this year, and was voted most outstanding wrestler of a meet. He also won league matches 4 times down on the island.
You can tell how he puts his hand out there. That's a freestyle method of wrestling. When you're on bottom in freestyle, you don't have to do anything on the bottom. It's the top man. He has to do everything. But you always have to keep yourself exposed. And that's definitely a freestyle type of moves that Wilson was doing or not doing on the bottom.
Nice escape that time by Shippos. He increases his lead to 8-1. He's in complete control now.
I think you'll see Wayne Wilson stay aggressive, keep on moving. Nice trip. Wow. That, to me, that's impressive. He gave him the 2 points. You see how he asked the assistant referee whether he was in or out, and the assistant referee had signaled yes, he was definitely in before they hadn't gone out of bounds. He hadn't takedown before they did one out of bounds.
How difficult is that to trip somebody like that?
It's more of again, we're talking about quickness. It's more that he just had caught Shippos off balance and kicked the leg out that he had most of his weight on. You don't see it a lot of trips, because first of all, you got to be in close, and second of all, in order for you to throw your leg in to throw a trip, you got to put all your weight on your leg, so therefore you're off balance.
10-1 with a minute to go in the match. Wayne Wilson is in control here.
He's definitely looking sharp.
And they're out of bounds. Shippos is on the bottom. It's difficult to be offensive when you're in that position, trailing by as many points as he is.
And he hasn't really looked like he's going to get any points out of it. In other words, it hasn't been close, and they've gone out of bounds, or he almost got it, and he got regained control. I would have to say that Wayne Wilson has dominated this match and kept Steve Shippos under control.
There have been a couple of bouts tonight, Doug, where we've had a vast difference in score. What do you make of that? Is it just a domination of one wrestler, or what?
I think it could be a domination of wrestlers. It also could be an off day. It could be a mental edge. It could be a lot of things that could affect. But some wrestlers are just that much better.
Wayne Wilson's clearly that much better today. He wins 10-2 over Steve Shippos. So Section 11's senior from Holtzville, New York, Wayne Wilson, is your winner in the 167-pound weight class.